Groundwater continues to play an increasingly important role in Fiji's water security, particularly for rural and maritime communities. As climate patterns continue to change and weather events become more unpredictable, resilient water sources is becoming more critical than ever before. The Ministry of Lands and Mineral Resources continues its commitment to improving groundwater access and strengthening water security for communities across Fiji, with Gusuisavu Village now benefiting from an additional borehole system. This project, costing approximately $207,000, will directly support 87 households and benefit more than 450 people living in the village.
Total cost of the project came to $207,000 in total. That means the cost of drilling the borehole, as well as the reticulation that was done to the village. It was budgeted for from the last budget, and so we were able to finance that during this financial year. And yeah, we're here today. We're happy to commission it, and I'm sure that it's going to help. The emphasis that I mentioned in the morning was because I see that the women's wing here is a very strong and vibrant one. So we're happy to ensure that women are able to do what they need to do, and also prepare children for school in the morning and prepare for them when they come back in the afternoon.
Kita babi nakatawali ke maro takatala kana kana may dola bina bohol na sige bina kinday balata ni dor kana drebi ke ben nando madana ni mi wai men do kana pai pe me madana ni mi wai ni maro takawali na kana same kana bohol same dola bisa ni kuwa same ke ke me sara bakale bon din di tilu ke me na maramatina ni do banga takawali na wai me bula kira na ni mi matakuba.
This project reflects government's broader mission to strengthen basic services and improve living standards for all Fijians, regardless of where they live. The commissioning of this borehole means that the people of Gusuisavu now have access to a safer and more reliable source of groundwater that can support the needs of the community well into the future.
Like right now, with the tech and science that the borehole team are currently doing, is trial and error. Right? They'd look at the geography, then they would look at rock formation, sedimentation, and then they probably pick 2-3 spots to try and see and verify. Obviously, we can't see anything underground, and even if we do, you won't know the volume of the resource. Some you might get a hit, and it gives you good water, but over the 24-hour, because that's what they usually do, is they do a 24-hour test to see if the volume drops, and if the volume drops drastically, then that might mean that there is not enough resource and there's not enough infilling, replenishing that can happen if people begin to draw water from that borehole. Fortunately for this village, the spot that they picked gave us really good yield, and understandably so, because there's a river that flows nearby, and so seepage would naturally have built over the years, and so yeah, this village here is very lucky to have good, clean drinking water that is able to be supplied to them.
Access to safe drinking water remains a national priority because healthy communities are the foundation of a stronger Fiji. The commissioning represents security for families, improved public health, reduced hardship, and greater confidence for the future.
Ka mararutaki ikimamena leni koro kana singa malakandai na bukuni project ngarawa na Ministry ni Mineral Resource na bukuni vivokatora dageta ki membaleta na kena yado manawa ni Filimoni kor ki mami boka malmalaka na bukuni vivoka mana ministry boka kila na lomani matentu lebu goviti na bukuni vivoka lebu ngarabi na lomani ni to lomani kor tu na matagenda ki to wakila kola na malaka ni vili tagile matentu vili tagile vingare tagile lomani ministry esa main dola venda ni tu woi bou roda tini lomani ambagi sangima main garabi kola na kena mai ti wana daka me bagada bariti na bulo January musunda tina leni koro na bono bukaturunga balau kena bono bukaturunga mai buna kei kumbuna na boka malaka boka lebu ke mundo na boka lesilesi na bukuni kena main garabi na tabi bimbi ni kena malakati me boka nondo na wai saba mera munu wai saba na leni koro saki mai rede tu kena boka kena malaka non ratali tegna leni koro na kena munu na wai saba ko gure tigo melomani ngoel kena ada na bou sa rabiando ke tena boibo na bi korko bi vale rota tigo ni tolo bu vale ndona boibo sarabakila na kena boka malakataki to boka malakatala na buku ni matentu buku ni non rasir sombuta talanga mana turanga minista na buku ni kena mengarabi na sa songkolangilang kena singendai kena mayado na kena maruta kena korong Gusuisavu kena mendola sa kana wai ni boule ni tolo malikor.
We always, we always remind those that we hand over a borehole system to that the first and foremost thing that they need to do is to protect the boundary of where the water is drawn, which means that you can't feed your cows and can't allow your animals to be roaming around that area. Usually 100-meter buffer is ideal, and so everywhere we go, and the Water Resource Committee here in Gusuisavu have been reminded that you need to make sure that the spot where you draw water from is animal free and there is not too much vegetation planted around that would attract people towards that location. We have to bring development and government assistance to the rural area. As you can see, most of the development is centered around where people live most. And that's quite natural for any progressing country. So the development is mostly conducted around the Greater Wellington to Nabua corridor. Instances like this must be celebrated because look at the women, they come dressed up, they look forward to this day. And when they're happy, it makes us proud. And I'm proud of my staff at MRD. I know they've worked here, and every borehole commissioning, behind that, the unseen work is hours and hours of drilling, hours away from home, so those kind of things. And when it culminates to a day like this, it's worth celebrating.